All right, good morning, everybody. We're gonna get started here. We're gonna start down on our backs this morning. We'll start in Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the bottoms of your feet together, your knees wide, one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. If you need a little bit more energy to start, let your heels come up a little bit closer towards your pelvis. If you want to start from more of a grounded position, let your feet fall a little further away. Kind of depends on where you are, what you need this morning. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. From here, we'll start with 3 breaths together just to initiate the practice. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling out through our mouth. Take a nice lion's breath, opening your mouth and sticking at your tongue. Take a nice deep inhale all the way in. Fill your body up with air. Feel your lungs expand. When you get to the top, open your mouth, stick out your tongue, exhale all the way back out. Deep inhale all the way in. Open up your mouth, stick out your tongue, exhale all the way out. Third breath. Exhale out. Drop your hands down by your hips. Inhale, press your knees together. Grounding the small of your back down into the mat. Inhale, reach your hands up overhead, reach long behind. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. You can rock a little bit from side to side if that feels good, massaging the small of your back, maybe you make a little circle, whatever. As you come back to center, inhale, reach your hands and your feet long. Exhale your knees and your chest is time. Reach up through your knees, find the bottoms of your feet. Push your heels towards the sky, your knees down towards the ground. Activate through your hands, press into your heel. Maybe you want to rock a little from side to side here too as well. Stay active in the pose. Slowly let the bottoms of your feet come together. Reaching up through your knees, find the outer edge of your feet. Bring your knees back. Be nice and inhale. As you exhale, let your feet come all the way down to the mat. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Deep inhale all the way in. Exhale, drop your hands down by your hips. Inhale, press your knees together. From here, bring your right foot up to the sky. With control, cross your right leg over your left. Take your hands wide. Take your right elbow underneath your left, give yourself a hug. From there, let your left foot float up off the mat. Inhale, reach your hands wide. Let your left foot come back down to the mat. Bring your right foot up to the sky. Bring your left foot up to the sky. Press through your heel. Then bend your right knee. Cross your left leg over. Bring your left elbow underneath, give yourself a hug. Let your right foot float. Right foot back down to the mat. Left foot to the sky. Right foot to the sky. Hands wide. Left foot down. Right foot crosses over. This time come into eagle arms, bringing your right elbow underneath your left. Bring your hands toward each other. Let your left foot float. Squeeze in towards center line. Let your left foot come back down. Bring your right foot up to the sky. Bring your hands wide. Bring your left foot up towards the sky. Right foot back down. Left knee crosses over. Left elbow underneath. Eagle on this side. Let your right foot float. Right foot back down. Left foot to the sky. Hands wide. Right foot to the sky. Left foot back down. Right knee crosses over. Right elbow underneath. Now, You can rise up into eagle again, or if you want, you can do 5 eagle sit-ups, touching your knees to your elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let your feet come back down. Let your hands come wide. Right foot to the sky, left foot to the sky. Bend your right knee, cross your left leg over. Left elbow underneath. Right foot floats. 5 eagle sit-ups. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down. Bring both of your feet up towards the sky. Bring both of your hands up towards the sky. Round into your shoulder blades. Find a little dead bug. Just check in here. See how you feel. Right to left, left to right, front to back, top to bottom. Make it nice again. As you exhale, bend your elbows and your knee 90 degrees. Reach up through your knees. Find the bottoms of your feet. Happy baby again. Stay active through your heels. Again, press down towards the floor. Press up into the balls of your feet. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Reach through. Grab the outer edge of your feet. Bring your knees back. Let your feet come down to the mat. Supta. One hand to your heart. One hand to your stomach. One nice lion's breath here. Deep inhale all the way in. Open up your mouth. Stick out your tongue. Exhale all the way out. Drop your hands down by your hips. Press your knees. Ground the small of your back. Inhale your hands over. Exhale, bring your knees in your chest. Press your legs at your ankles. Rock up and over your knees. Plant your hands. And step back to tabletop. From tabletop, curl your toes under. Bring your heels up towards the sky. Find your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Grip your thumbs and your pointer finger down into the mat. Find a little wrist center. We're going to warm up our wrist, our elbows, and our shoulders a little bit. Find circles one direction. Change directions, work back the other way. If you need those circles to get bigger, go ahead. If you need to change direction, go ahead. Whatever makes sense. From there, walk your hands one hand length out in front. Open your fingers up wide so your thumbs are in front of you. Your hands are slightly wider than your shoulders. From there, shift your weight forward so your shoulders are in line with your hands. Then move side to side. Down into your elbow, down into your hand. As you come to one side, bend your elbow. Drop your chest down towards the mat. Curl underneath, rise up on the other side. Dropping your forehead. Curl up and over. Then switch directions all the way back around. Drop down towards the mat. Rise up. Down. Back around. Whatever makes sense. Listen to your breath. One more time each side. As you come back around, come back to center, walk the backs of your hands together. Your toes are still curled under, your heels are up tall. From here, we're going to cat-cow. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift our weight over our thumbs. We're going to look up. Then as you exhale, you're going to curl out your spine and press your bone back towards your heels. Drop your chin down. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more time, come forward. One more time, come back. This time, sit into your heels. Bring your hands straight out in front of you. Bring your fingers back, thumb back, fingers, thumb. Open up your hands. Roll out your wrists. Bring your hands wide. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, rise up onto your knee. Exhale, hinge through the hips, fold back down to the mat. From here, ground the tops of your feet into the mat. Give the tops of your feet a little kick. Bring your hands, one hand like out in front. Curl your toes under. Pressing back into your heels. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Find down dog. So for many of us, first down dog of the day. For some of us, first down dog in a couple. If you want to walk it out a little bit, go ahead. See how you feel through your calves, through your hamstrings, through your hips. No rush. There's no hurry. Come back to center. Inhale, bring your heels up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend your knees down towards the mat. Hover above the mat. Push long through your fingertips through the base of your spine. Then press back to down dog. Again, inhale your heels up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knees down towards the mat. Hover for a second, press long. Then press back down dog. Third time, inhale your heels up. Exhale, bend your knees down. From there, step to the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, full. Ground into your feet, sweep your hands by your side, rise all the way up. Your palms overhead, look through your thumb. Exhale up. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Hinge through the hips, fold all the way down to the mat. Inhale halfway. Plant your hands, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Find your right heel underneath your right ankle, underneath your right knee. From here, we're going to rise up into high lunge. Down into your right shin. Out through your left heel. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale your hands to heart center. From here, hinge forward 45 degrees. Take your left elbow, hook your right knee, and twist. Stay long and strong through your left heel. Press your hands together. Reach to the crown of your head. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to the inner edge of your right foot. From there, walk your hands back to your left foot. Ground your right heel down into the mat, your toes up. From here, walk your hands so you're framing your right foot. Maybe you bring your hands to heart center if that feels good for you. Keep pressing down into that right heel, bringing your toes up towards the sky. Bring your hands back down to the mat. We're going to walk them back halfway. All 10 toes, one direction. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, full. Walk your hands towards your left toes. Curl your right toes under. You're low lunging the opposite direction. From here, we're going to bring our left foot up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Then with control, walk your hands back to your right foot. Standing split. Drop to the crown of your head. Frame your right foot. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands forward. Let your left foot follow. Ground into the balls of your feet. Rise up, high lunge. Strength and effort out through the right heel. Hands up overhead. Drop your hands to heart center. Hinge forward 45 degrees. Right elbow, left knee. Twist. Strong to the right heel. Reach to the crown of the head. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Exhale, your hands down. Inner edge of your left foot. Walk your hands back to your right foot. Ground your left heel down. Again, you can stay low to the ground. You can bring your hands to heart center. Whatever makes sense. Stay active and engaged through the ball of your left foot. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Walk them back halfway. Inhale, look up. Exhale, full. Walk your hands around your right foot. Curl your left toes under a low lunge. Right foot to the sky. Walk your hands back to your left foot. Standing split. Drop to the crown of the head. Kick the window behind you. You're like me. Drop to the crown of the head. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands forward. Let your right foot follow. Ground in the balls of your feet. Rise up, high lunge. Hands up overhead. Twist out to the side. First twist again, totally fine. Hooking your elbow with your knee, bringing your hands together. If you want, you can bring your left hand down, grab the outer edge of your right ankle. Bring your right hand up to the sky. Stay long and engaged through your left heel. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, inner edge of your right foot. Walk your hands back to your left foot. Ground your right heel. The next variation, some of you might already be working it, is to ground your left heel down into the mat. Oh, almost this morning for me. See if my hip opens up all the way through. Listen to your breath. There's no pushing it. Hands down to the mat. Walk your hands back halfway. All 10 toes one direction. Inhale, look up. Walk your hands around your left toes. Curl your right toes under. Low lunge. Left foot to the sky. Walk your hands back to your right foot. Standing split. Variation is to take your right hand to the back of your ankle. Walk your hands forward, let your left foot follow. Ground the balls of your feet, rise up high lung. Hands up overhead. Hands to heart center. Inch forward, right elbow, left knee, twist. Right hand finds the outer edge of your left ankle. Left hand comes up to the sky. Inhale your hands up overhead. Exhale your hands inner edge of your left foot. Walk your hands back to your right foot. Ground into your heel. Breathe there. Hands back down to the mat. Walk your hands back halfway. All 10 toes one direction. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk your hands towards your right toes. Curl your left toes under. Right foot up to the sky. Hop forward a little bit this time. Again, framing your foot, standing split, fine. Second variation, left hand to the back of your left ankle. One more breath. Walk your hands forward. Let your right foot follow. Set up. Lunge. Third time through. Hands up overhead. Inch forward. So, twist, open up. Or, if you want to work revolved half moon, bring your hand to the outer edge of your right ankle. Press down and lift your left foot. Bring your right hand up to the sky. Everybody, inhale back up. Exhale down. Inner edge of your right foot. Walk your hands back to your left foot. Third variation here is to work a bind. So you bring your left elbow in front of your left knee. Reach back behind you. You bring your right hand around. Some days I get it. Some days I don't. Breathe there. Stay active through the ball of your right foot. Hands back down to the mat. Walk it back halfway. Inhale, look up. Exhale, around your left foot. Curl your right toes under. Left foot to the sky. Walk your hands back to your right foot. Any variation you want. You can come to both hands to the ankle. Walk your hands forward. Let your left foot follow. Ground the balls of your feet. Rise up high lung. Hands up overhead. Hands to heart center. Inch forward. Hook. Bind. Or work your balance. Whatever makes the most sense. Everybody inhale all the way up. There's no breeze on my back deck this morning. Inner edge of your left foot. Walk your hands back to your right foot. Work the bind if you wish. Walk your hands back halfway. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk your hands towards your right toes. Curl your left toes under. Right foot to the sky. Standing split. Walk your hands forward. Let your right foot follow. Step your right foot back. From here, drop your knees to the mat. Drop your chin and your collarbone between your thumbs. Take your gaze forward. Slide your feet back. Ground your toenails. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under. Press all the way back. Down dog. Inhale, bring your heels up towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knees down towards the mat. Stepping your left foot forward first and then your right. Find the top of the mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, forward. Ground into your feet. Keep your hands by your side. Rise all the way up. Exhale, up center. All right. From here, we're going to take Trikonasana. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Turn your right toes out. Now, depending on your triangle pose, where you are in your body, you can come into this a lot of different ways. I'm going to encourage you to work up from the floor today instead of down into the pose. So what that means is you find that little micro bend in your right knee. You let your left hip come around as you reach your right hand forward. From there, you let your right hand come all the way down to your toes. Take your peace fingers around your big toe. You'll notice there's a bend in my knee. From there, I work to straighten out my legs. From there, I work to stack my shoulder over my shoulder, my hip over my hip. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. Just different approach. Take the perspective different and see how it works. Your body with your breath. Inhale, rise up. Other side, turn your left toes up. Again, letting that right hip duck a little bit to start is going to get you a little further forward. It works it back. Like instead of opening here, you're opening back into it. Again, if it doesn't serve you, then take the other direction. Hinge forward. Open up through the right hip, through the right shoulder. Inhale, rise up. Let's take revolve Trikonasana. Turn your right toes out. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Shift your weight around. Reach. Press back into your right hip. Duck your left arm, your left shoulder down towards the floor, towards the block, towards the ground, whatever makes the most sense. From there, press back into your right hip. That can be it. That can be the pose. If you want to reach that right hand into the sky, that's cool. Go for it. Inhale, rise up. Switch sides. Turn your right toes in, your left toes out. Left hand, left hip. Right hand comes around. Back into that left hip. Becomes a really nice hamstring isolation. Let it work there. Inhale, rise up. Turn all 10 toes one direction. From here, we're going to find warrior two. Turn your right toes out. Bring your hands up. Bend into your right knee. Settle down into your warrior two. Notice the pose. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Find that nice bend in your right knee. From here, leaving that bend in your right knee, turn your right toes in. So all 10 toes are facing the same direction. We're going to find a forward fold with warrior two legs. So our hands come down to the mat. You bend into that right knee. Walk your hands back so your heels are in line with your palms, your fingers with your toes. Press into your elbows. From here, we're going to come into an extended side angle. So you're going to reach your right hand around your right foot, turn your right toes out. So your hands to the outer edge. From there, you're going to reach your left hand up and over. Open up through the left hip, through the left shoulder. From there, take your right hand long in front of you as well. Hover. From there, drop your right hand down in front of your right thigh. Reach your left hand underneath. Work a bind. Open up through the shoulder. From there, straighten out your right leg. Bound Trikonasana. You need a strap or a blanket or something, a towel to bring that bind together, then go for it. From here, we're going to work bound half moon. So take your gaze forward. Put your weight into your right foot. Put your left foot long behind you. Maybe you're going to fall out of it like I did. It's cool. From there, step all 10 toes to the top of the mat. Dancer pose. Leaving your right foot grounded, bend your left knee. Grab the inner edge of your left foot. Bring your right hand up and over. In toward. Rise all the way back up. Drop your left foot down to the mat. From here, we're going to find warrior three. So we're going to step that left foot to the back of the mat. Find that high lunge. Drop your hands to heart center. Hinge forward into your right foot. Let your left foot look behind you. From there, bring your left knee into your chest. Cross your left leg over your right. Bring your hands wide. You knew we were going to have an eagle eventually. Bend into your right knee. Exhale, rise all the way up. Bring your hands to heart center. Exhale. All right. Now we're going to do the other side. I'm going to turn this way so I can face the video, but if you want to turn a different way, it's really cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to start warrior two, left side. So bend into the left knee. Find your second toe in line with your heel. Your hands long. Find your breath. No rush. Don't hurry. Use warrior two to set up the pose, to set up the base of it. Turn your left toes in. Inhale wide. Exhale, hinge down. Walk your hands back in line. Bend into that left knee. Find your breath. Walk your hands around your left toe. Hand to the outer edge of your left foot. Right hand up and over. Side angle. One more breath. From there, reach your left hand out in front as well. Let your left elbow come down inside of your left knee. Your right hand underneath. Work the bind. Back up through the right shoulder. From there, straighten out your left leg. Bound Trikonasana. From there, inch forward. Using the bind. We're going to work half moon. Down, half moon. Left elbow inside. Right foot reaches long behind you. Step your right foot to meet your left. Dancer on this side. Bend your right knee. Find the inner edge of your right foot. Left hand up to the sky. Your left hand and your right knee pivot on the same plane. Press strong into your right hand. Rise all the way up. Step your right foot back. Warrior three. Hands to heart center. Hinge forward. Press with the ball of the left foot. The right foot float back behind you. I got a mirror of myself, which is pretty weird. I usually do this into a mirror. Come all the way forward. Wrap your right leg around your left. Your hands wide. Right elbow on the left. Eagle on this side. See if you can extend your knees away from your elbow. Stay engaged through the center line. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let your foot down to the mat. Exhale, heart center. Let's do warrior three to eagle again. Okay, good idea. All right, thanks. Good support. Step your left foot back, talking to a black mirror, right? Woo! Bend into your right knee. Hands to heart center. Work that transition. Work your balance between the two. Press into your right foot. Keep your left foot long behind. Rise up. Stay engaged to the ball of your left foot. Two more breaths. As you hinge, let your left leg come around your right. Wrap tight at the knee. Bring your hands wide, left elbow underneath right. Hands together. Bend into your right knee. Step. Rise up. Left foot down, right foot back. Hands to heart center. Inch forward. Into your breath. Slow things down. Two more breaths. Hinge forward. Let your right leg come around your left. So your hands come wide. Right elbow on the left. Bend into your left knee. Rise up. Right leg down. Let's do it one more time. Third time, right? Working three. With the magic number. Right, hands to heart center. And short. Left foot long behind you. Let your breath be the longest in this sequence. In forward. Left leg around. Left elbow underneath. Bend into your right knee. Just tight in the center line. Wide. Left foot back down. Right foot back behind you. Bend into your left knee. Hands to heart center. Hinge forward, left leg. Right foot floats. All the way around. Left leg around right. Hands wide. Right elbow underneath. Bend your left knee. Okay. Bring your hands to heart center. Exhale out. Let's find some wide-legged forward pulls. All right. Step it out wide. Bring your hands wide. Find your ankles underneath your wrists. Your second toe in line with your heel. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands all the way down. Ground your palms down into the floor. Walk your palms back in line with your heels, your fingers with your toes. Bend into your elbow. Drop the crown of your head. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale halfway. Inhale, rise all the way up. Grab your hands to the small of your back. Interlace your fingers. Press your knuckles down towards the floor. Grow long through your collarbone. Exhale, hinge all the way up and over. Exhale, let go of your hands. Let them come underneath your shoulder. Inhale, halfway. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your hands to your hips. Press your elbows together behind you. Look up. Get long to the collarbone. Inch through the hip fold all the way back down to the mat. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, halfway. Hinge down, take your peace fingers to your big toes. Let your palms face in towards each other. Bend into your elbows, drop to the crown of your head. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulder. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Ground into your feet, rise all the way up. Step your feet together. Inhale, bring your hands up overhead. Hinge through the hip, hold all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Lots of choices here. The first choice is to drop your knees, your chin and your collarbone between your thumbs. Totally fine. Second choice, 10 push-ups. Third choice, child's pose. Whatever makes the most sense for you. I'm going to do 10 push-ups. Elbows nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press all the way back down. Find your breath. From here, I'm going to cue through figure 4 into a twist to work our hips, a little twist, and into dead bug. If that's not going to be enough for your hips, if you need a little bit more hip work at this point, half pigeon would be a great pose at this point. Double pigeon would be a great pose at this point. There are a lot of variations, a lot of things you can do. I'm going to encourage kind of what makes the most sense for you. If you have lower back or knee issues, then definitely follow with me and come into figure 4. If you're coming into figure 4, come down to your back. Bend your knees. Line your heels up with your sit bones. From there, bring your right foot straight to the sky. Bend your right knee, cross your right foot over your left knee. Now from here, kick your right hand down into your right thigh. Press down first. Just see how that hip engages. If that's enough, if you want to stay there, that's cool. If you want to reach through and grab your left shin or your left thigh, that's fine as well. As long as you can rest the back of your head down into the mat. Again, half pigeon or double pigeon, also good poses here. Whatever makes the most sense. Find your breath. Good things down. Five more breaths. Let your left foot come all the way down to the mat. Bring your hands what? If you're in half pigeon and there's a twist that you like to take, then go ahead and take it. For figure 4, drop both of your knees down to the right. Let your right foot rest on top of that left knee, helping to get a little lag the outer edge of your left hip through your lower left back. Ground into that left shoulder. Come back up to center. Bring your right foot up to the sky. If you're in half pigeon, begin that transition to the other side. Bring your left foot up to the sky. Press through your heels. Bring both of your hands up to the sky. Pause here for a second. Dead bug. Just notice equanimity, balance. Bend your right knee. Let it come back down to the mat. Press your left foot over your right knee. Press down into your left thigh. So that hip engage. Reach up and through. Grab your right inner thigh or your right shin. Drop to the back of your head. Slow your breath down. 5 more rounds. If your foot up top of that, let your right foot come back down. Bring your hands wide. Drop both of your knees over to the left. Ground down into your right shoulder, 5 knot twist. Come back to center. Bring your left foot back up to the sky. Bring your right foot back up to the sky. Bring both of your hands up towards the sky, dead bug. Grasp through the shoulders. Bring your hands up. And your elbows and your knees 90 degrees. Reach up through your knees, find the bottoms of your feet, press your heels towards the sky. Happy baby pose. Again, if you like that rocking motion, feel free. Let the bottoms of your feet come together. Let your feet come down to the mat. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Back into Supta Baddha Konasana where we started. Take a moment to check in here. If there's something else you need, another pose, another movement, something else to complete your practice today, feel free to move through it. If this works for you, this is all you need to stay here. If you want to transition to a more traditional Shavasana practice, that works as well. Bring your feet out in front of you, dropping your hands down by your hips. As always, if you're watching this on video and you do a little bit longer Shavasana, fine. You can always just turn this off and let your Shavasana be. If you want to begin your transition out of Shavasana, it's fine as well, whatever makes the most sense for you. I'll take my simple 3-part meditation here to close Shavasana. We start first in the body, just noticing how we feel, where we are. Notice the weight, a heaviness of the bones down into the mat, down into the ground. The connection between the back of your heart and the earth. Recognize the ability to give, the ability to receive. Be grateful for your body, for what you can do, for what you can accomplish. Grateful for who you are. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your stomach. Use the practice of one breath to bring length. Let go of judgments of the last breath. Let go of attachments to the next breath. One breath at a time, nothing. Slow your concentration down into one breath at a time. Nothing more. From there, roll up into an easy seated pose at the top of the mat. Drop your hands down by your side. Inhale, bring your hands up over your head. Exhale, your hands to heart center. Your thumbs over your heart. Close your eyes if that's true. We end with one breath and 2 Om. Om is a reminder that when we speak, our words are part of a collective voice. Choose your words carefully, considering both their intention and their impact. We know through our nose, we'll exhale out. And then we'll take 2 Om. Take a nice deep inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale. Thank you for sharing this time and the space with me. As always with video, if you've got any questions or comments, feel free to hit me up. Feel free to leave them below. Happy to answer, happy to help out. Thanks again for checking this out. Have a great day, everyone.
Well,